Oh, that's popping out. That's not good. Hi, Jonathan. Hello, welcome to Sunday Reiki, everyone. I'm on a rocking chair, so hopefully it will be alright. I hope you're all doing well. It's been a moment. I hope your holidays were beautiful and filled with joy and love and calm. I feel like this music is still too loud. Is the music too loud? Jonathan, can I get a sound check? We're just starting off. It's fine for now. That's not promising. I'll turn it down. It's better. It's probably better. Hello. All right, everyone. Welcome to Sunday Evening Reiki. We are here in my room. And I just thought I would come in for some nice calm grounding. I might be rocking a little bit back and forth. That's because I'm on a rocking chair and I didn't plan that very well. Yeah. So for those of you who've not come in on my Reiki lives before, Reiki is an energy healing modality. So we're channeling source energy to promote mind, body, soul healing. I'm feeling a lot of solar plexus today, interestingly enough. A lot of gut. I feel a lot of direction to the stomach area, kind of the pit of our stomach where confidence resides, where your inner child resides. And for those of you who aren't familiar with my Reiki, hi Jessica. I do also channel light language. So I might start speaking in light language, and it's just another form of healing through sound. It just kind of comes out as it does. So all you need to do is be open to receive. Just be open to accept. If this is something that you would like to experience, you just have to acknowledge that for yourself. And the Reiki will give you whatever it is that you need in your highest good. So do know that everything will happen the way that it should for you. Hello, Richie. And just allow yourself to notice, allow yourself to flow. You don't have to think about it too much. You know, pay attention to how you feel. You may not feel a lot, and you may feel some things in your body. You might feel some emotional things. Everyone responds to it different because everyone receives something different from it. So don't judge it as much as you can. Just allow yourself to be in a state of awareness. For many, this is quite relaxing, so if this helps you sleep, you're welcome to close your eyes. You don't have to be looking at the screen if you don't want to. Some people find it easier to focus on what they're feeling if they close their eyes instead. I've never been to Nova Scotia, Nathan. I'm just going to ground this energy for a second because it feels quite Feels a little all over the place. Doesn't feel super grounded. So we're going to ground that energy down. If you'd like to do a visual exercise with me, you can just envision beautiful light entering the crown of your head and allowing it to come down the crown, slowly pulling the energy down past your head, past your eyes, down the middle of your head, past your ears, into your jaw, into your chin, down the back of your neck, into your throat. Bring it down into your shoulders, allowing it to kind of loosen you up. Allowing things to fall away down into your heart and your chest area. Allow it to come down further down your rib cage and your arms, into the pit of your stomach where your solar plexus lies, over here. Bringing it down further down your back, allowing it to pull everything away, allowing yourself to feel heavy, right? We're feeling heavy. We're feeling elongated, allowing that energy to pull down through your internal organs, into your hips and your lower back, down through your pelvis, down through your root, the root of your spine, the base of your spine, your perineum, into the earth, down through your legs as well. Past your thighs, into your knees, down your calves and shins, feeling that energy come down, feeling this beautiful just flow of energy like water, allowing the energy like water to fall down, pull everything down through your ankles and feet into the earth, taking a deep breath, holding it, feeling that oxygen in our bodies. And as we blow our energy out, or our breath out, we're feeling the energy come out and make roots into the earth. And this is a beautiful exercise that you can practice regularly for grounding. So again, breathing in, feeling the coolness of the air as it enters your nose, holding it in, feeling it kind of just invigorate you through your heart and your stomach and all of the parts of your body. Blowing it out and feeling that energy as you blow it out, allowing your weight to feel a little heavier, allowing yourself to feel a little bit closer to the ground. And into the earth, anchored, feeling anchored, right? Akaratiyara sumuarataki erataki niki aratast ayarat kumkurto soyarat kiana aratesta kurtum kurtus yurtumuaratiasa kuratesta nakorat. Ayaratani arasana korasta ayaratiki aki ayasa ya auratumaratin kiesa utushtu iran muaras koste. Hola. Oh, thank you. Hi, how are you, Dunder? Hello. Oh, I love that, Sebastian. That's wonderful. Yeah, connecting to your body in this way is a really powerful exercise, right? We're having presence, and there's so much that we can do just through our thought. Our visualization and our thought has such a powerful impact on the way that our body feels, because we're making a conscious connection to the muscles and the bones and the tissues and everything that's going on in there. We're finally like giving it an awareness. And there's a lot of things that you can do simply just visualizing, allowing yourself to loosen just through your thought and through your breath. Your breath is really powerful in allowing your energy to flow in a way that allows your body to flow with it. Akaya niera nikia eira te niki niera sakura tashtu na yera namuni yeti yera mukorasa nikiere tikiesta karadana kiera satoratana koretiet. Akana I niere nikia sa okuru nikia shtun kura sa pura tisa kortesta yesi ia takana korasa tuya. Anna yeretani kie te eki aura sa kumo kurishta atana mukuru sutu yeretana mukura sa awara ti yeretani kia akarasht yeretani kie yeretani yerasana korasana koro surti. Feeling a lot in the heart. There may be some of you in this live right now, because I'm feeling directed to channel the energy or to focus the energy more around the throat, the heart, and the solar plexus. These three chakras are feeling really compressed. There's a lot of tightness happening in this area. So for those of you who might be dealing with grief, who might be dealing with issues of confidence, or who may not be speaking your truth, right? For those of you who are afraid to speak how you feel, there's this big combination between the feelings that we have, the confidence that we have in ourselves and in our feelings, and our feeling of safety of expressing that outward, right? There's a lot going on right now in that area where it feels almost as if there's a lack of trusting ourselves and a fear of what people may think if we voice what it is that we really feel. And so there's this energy that's coming up that's trying to support that. So if you start hearing me channel the light language, know that it's in your highest good. And it's just an energy that's helping these energies flow. But it works with your consent. So if you would like to accept it, just allow yourself to receive. And if it's not something that you're ready to receive, then that's okay. Akana irata kamukursato iratin kiesa aura tashta irani kietara saka aura tukumkurati surachta iran korasieta nikiene tirasa tayarata kasto irata morasia. Ato iratum kursutu irastai itirin kia a kurasita aura samor tista irata moratusi arata kamaratisa. Tairete nikia nasura shta nikia marsa na kieta keshete nikia nasa akaratasiena karashtaya. Asurata nikinia sakurashta nikia samati. Asukurata sana kieta nikia nasi iratashta anikia nakarasuto irata mukurasushta. Asayana niara etiniara takasana kiena kia shana nidiara samarati karasiti. Ataire tekiniara sta anamurati esa kurta hisianam kurashta nikia etanikia sakurete nikia eteniara sanakarashtia takamukorasana moteniki. Ekarasan kuretia na morte kiesa kurutusta anikit eiretin kiese iete kimarati eiretin niitesta eiretin jarsut. Asayete inkiene iki amasunikiankus. Auratanam kuretia saurutusta. Ete eiretin kiena karasta anikia. Hi Jeff. Asayarani kieni arshota yeni mikiana kasunda iresina korashtani kiana kos. Su korashtani kiena kamora sin kiakuse ete yamate shata inki. That's better. Yava yava yava. allowing that energy to release. Gee, birds are probably coming in. Whenever my nose tickles, I've got fairies that are usually kind of saying hello. It's the way that they tell me they're there. It's very annoying. Eki anakisha niki eki akarata eniki eta irata niki esa akarata ira siara to komokorati eta niki marata ki eta kashata irata namorata tiesur. Esa aurata naki eta shoto ira namorati na karasato ko te irata umoras ika amortkin. So the energy is coming down. You may or may not experience this, but I'm feeling the energy kind of release through into those roots that we put into the earth. There's this call of letting it go, letting things flow out. A lot of times what happens is we hold on to things for a really long time. We feel like we have to hold them. And we often feel, for some of you, this is kind of what I'm feeling, is we do not feel safe speaking our truth and sharing what we feel. And we want to. It's not that we don't want to share how we feel, but we don't feel we have someone with whom we can share how we feel. And so in those moments, what you can do, if it makes you uncomfortable, Chris, you don't have to stay. That's okay. Honor how you feel, Chris. You can either sit and kind of notice how it makes you feel uncomfortable, and if there's something that needs to be paid attention to, or if this is something that you're not ready to experience, it's very okay for you not to stay, right? Honor how you're feeling. Honor what your body is telling you. Honor what your energy is telling you. If this is something that is a bit too much for you to handle, or if you don't feel safe, I encourage you to honor that. Because at the end of the day, it's about feeling safe. It's about feeling empowered. The Reiki healing will, however, have a physical effect for some, and it may have an emotional impact for some as well, right? Where there are uncomfortable feelings that may present themselves because they're feelings that are meant to be released. So it may bring up some things that are uncomfortable, because oftentimes what we do is we subdue them and we submerge it, right? We push those feelings down because we don't want to acknowledge them. And so oftentimes what's happening in these Reiki healings is, if you're feeling these uncomfortable things coming up, it's things that weren't allowed to be expressed at the time that they happened. And they're finally being given a space to be let go. And for you to be able to let those things go, there's going to be a moment where you have to actually feel those feelings. So that might be another thing that's happening as well. Oops. I'm feeling it. I love that. So. And recognize as well, right, that we don't have to hold on to these things. A lot of times we have this impression that we need to hold on to these things. We need to hold on to these feelings. We need to hold on to the thoughts, right? There's kind of this sense of identification we make with them. But oftentimes holding on to them causes dis-ease in your body, right? It causes different maybe physical responses, right? Such as aches and pains or stiffness. Oof, I'm burping too. Or, you know, illness even. Sometimes it represents itself in the way that we perceive everything around us. So this is an opportunity to allow yourself to finally let these things go. We're letting these feelings and energies go. You don't need to hold on to them anymore. Energy is not meant to be held. Energy is not meant to be contained. Energy is meant to flow. Energy is meant to move. Emotions are energies in motion, right? That's what emotions are. And so it's important to allow those feelings to naturally flow through you, to be expressed and to be presented and given a voice and given a way of being manifested. Good evening. Thank you, my love. How are you, Audrey? But yeah, always honor how you're feeling. Always honor your truth. And try to pay attention. If something brings fear, if your response is fear, to ask yourself what it is that's causing that response, right? It's a really beautiful moment to really notice where your being kind of responds to certain things coming your way. And to really ask yourself, well, what is the root of this? Where does this come from? And there's a lot of enlightenment you can get from that just on yourself and to promote your own healing journey. Good evening. Naira diasa karatinira dishta nikinira sa akoratashta era mukurasi tiara tamokaratiniketa ora tamokaratisa tashta nakie. Akoratoshto era mukurasi nieke ene edayene morasanati arasamata eti eyete emesanita. Akorotosa na era mukarashata niamorasana kute benikia. Akorata era tikineshta nikamosaniki. Ayarasa uratoshto era mukarasanikiota niamaranikia nakorashani. Ayete tikini nikia sa koratashta niamorasanakonanakia. Kiera kasaura tasha otoya morena kia mukosa eri tikisha enike ekamara tina karashata niara namiko. Yeah, it's super easy for our emotions to get bottled up. TikTok keeps on changing the platform and it's hard to keep up. You're very welcome, darling. Yeah, we're just here for good vibes. Good vibes only. I'm grateful for you, Swanky. Yeah. kena te irate kingia. Akarata shanama finasu. Awarata nikia shata irana mukorasota. Irata mukorasi a arata nikia nikia nakashata irata namukorasauto. Amata yana mukorashta. Annie, hi. Hola, Javier, how are you? Sayene tinira saura toso, tinira tunikia medishana matiana namakon. Hi, Am. How you doing, love? Doing well. This rocking chair is kind of funny because I keep on rocking. We're rocking around the metaphorical Christmas tree that is from before. Thank you, darling. Ooh. I might have to change my chair soon. Rock on. Oh, thanks, Anna. As much as I am supportive, this is not really the place for that right now. Thank you, thank you. So everyone, do I know about healing psychosis? Potentially. You're welcome to share what you know. How do we heal psychosis? No, I'm going to keep the music on. Thanks. I like this music. Yeah. Yeah, no, the music, this is the music that I was drawn to tonight for a reason, so I'm going to leave it this way. Thanks. You're good, Em. I appreciate that. That is very sweet. This music is very activating. And as someone else mentioned in here, part of the reason why I choose it is because it really does embody a balance of a lot of things. It has a calm energy to it. It activates the root with the down tempo, but it also allows us to enter a state of flow, a state of movement, and that movement allows those energies to be expressed. You feel better? I love that. Yeah, activated yet calm. That's exactly it, Jeff. Thank you. It's not super aggressive. It's very calm and it's very supportive, but it still has energy. Thank you, Chantel. Because when I came in, the areas of our body that needed support were the solar plexus predominantly, sacral bit. This is really activating to the sacral chakra. Yeah, of course you can, Cliff. Moving your hips, moving your body, whatever it is that you feel like. And again, this is why when I start these lives, I encourage you to observe. What is your body doing? What does your body feel like doing? Try not to judge it, right? If your body wants to move, let your body move. If it's doing silly things, let it do silly things. It doesn't have to be serious. It never has to be serious. This is what expression is. Allowing your body to have a way of communicating with you. When we talk about releasing energy and we talk about releasing our emotions and stuff like that, doesn't necessarily mean, experiencing, a heart-wrenching thing or crying. Sometimes it's literally letting your body move and flow and dance so that it can feel that energy flow through it. It doesn't have to be a cognitive thing. Right? If we're storing these energies in our tissues, in our bodies, it doesn't have to be a cognitive thing when you're releasing it. Right? It doesn't have to be a big deal. It doesn't have to be a big show. That's when your ego gets involved, when it starts thinking, oh, I'm not healing the right way. Oh, I'm not releasing the right way. Oh, that doesn't exist. Whatever it is that your body is telling you to do, that is a way it's talking to you. That's the way it's trying to let you know what it needs. And it's also the way that it lets you know how it can support you in your healing. Right? Sometimes it's very subtle. And so it's when you allow it to finally do what it wants to do that it allows yourself to just release these energies out. No, I'm so sorry about that. What should you do? Well, I mean, I imagine you're already seeing a doctor, so that's really important, right? Reiki is really healing, and it's a beautiful complement to, other forms of medicine. And I don't have the answer for you. That's something that you would need to discover for yourself, right? There's not one answer for every person. For some spiritual advice. Oftentimes, illness and dis-ease, right, is due to an imbalance somewhere in our body. And again, I'm trying to be really conscious and careful about what I say, because at the end of the day, everyone is different. Everyone's journey is different. Everyone's traumas are different. And the way that your body responds to whatever it is that has happened in the past, and the way that your thoughts manifest, and the way that you hold stress and all of that, everyone is different. And some people, that's how, how it presents itself. It's a way of your body telling you that something is wrong. I don't have the answer. I don't have the answer for you for that specifically, right? That's especially in a group healing like this, it would be reckless of me to give you advice without really knowing your particular situation, tuning into your specific energy. You know what I mean? That's something that truly, like, what's helpful about Reiki. Reiki is not me healing you technically, it's allowing you to have the tools to heal yourself. So I'm very wary. I'm not the person, I'm not going to be a person who tells you what it is that you want to hear or just makes something up to give an answer, because that would be irresponsible. And that's not what I'm here for. I'm here to help you. What my role is as a healer is to allow you to find your inner healer and to allow you to find your own answers. I don't have the answers for you. Those answers lie within yourself. But what I can do is send you love. And what I can do is send you positive energy to allow yourself to be supported, right? And to give you a little boost and hopefully help you in being able to discover those things for yourself. That's what I can provide. I may not have the answer, but I definitely have other things that I can provide for you in that way. But I do send you all of my positive thoughts. And I do send you my love. Because at the end of the day, it's actually quite incredible how far that can take us, right? How much of an impact just allowing yourself to feel and show yourself love, to allow yourself to let go of past hurt, to allow yourself to let go of resentment, of stress for things that are outside of your control. A lot of times, stress, if there's anything that I can provide in terms of advice, it's trying to reduce your stress. Allowing yourself to be grounded, allowing yourself to feel your own energy, and to really visualize being in a healthy, flowing body, but truly allowing yourself to let go of those things that no longer serve you. A lot of times when we have dis-ease, when we have, things going on that are not in our highest good in our bodies, it's because we are holding on to things that don't serve us. And we're allowing them to kind of take space when they should be flowing out. I would love you to keep that strength, darling. And I think another piece of advice that I can give you is to focus on your thoughts and really try to focus on the beautiful things. To focus on what it is that you really truly dream and want. that question. The question is, when did I become a Reiki healer? And what got me into this practice? So, it kind of fell on my path. Just fell into my lap. It found me. I didn't find it, it found me. And I just had little pebbles that showed up on my path. My father was actually diagnosed quite late with cancer himself, and it kind of started there. In truly wanting to heal people. I would have people show up. I used to work at a cafe at the time. And I would have people that I never met before come to me in the cafe and ask me if I practiced energy healing, if I knew what chakras were, if I knew anything about auras, and I didn't at the time. And they would all come up to me and they would say, you have really strong energy. Is this something that you do? And I had no idea what it was. I had no idea what Reiki was at the time. Or I had a small idea, but I didn't really understand it fully. And then I had a friend that told me that she practiced Reiki and told me a little bit about it. And then I started discovering more and more people that I knew that actually knew about Reiki. And I just had these synchronistic events kind of plop in. And it was just the natural thing to do. And here I am. I got my Reiki level 1 and 2 in October of 2020, after the pandemic had kind of put us into lockdown. And then I kind of continued from there. And I didn't really expect to be a Reiki master. I was going to just stay with level 1 and 2 so that I could heal myself and my family members. I didn't really have any interest in getting the master level. And then that changed, and I realized how many people I could help with it. And it just, one thing led to another, and it pulled me down that path. Oh, it's okay. It's totally okay. Nothing is an accident. Everything happens the way that is meant to. To teach us different things. We all have our own roles. Did I get into tarot at all? A little bit, yeah. You're very welcome. Thank you for also being a beautiful soul. We find each other on this path, right? We always find each other on this path. We give each other what it is that we need. Nothing is an accident, right? Nothing is ever an accident. We find and interact with all of these people, whether we know them or not. We're always impacting other people, knowingly and unknowingly. And we're drawn to each other for a reason. What's on my thumb? It's just a bandage. I just cut my thumb. What are some of my favorite dishes? Well, I really like stir fry, but that's kind of how I grated my thumb. It's a Reiki tool. I like many different things. I don't think I have a favorite one. I really love fresh food. I love bright, fresh food. I love sushi. I love things with lots of veggies in it. I love fruits. I love tabbouleh. Tabbouleh is really good. Watermelon is delicious. Mm-hmm. Oh, that's a bummer, Swanky. I love kombucha. Ceviche is delicious. I feel extra powerful this evening. Oh, thank you. Yeah, the energy's flowing. I've taken a really long break, so it's probably part of it. Very good. I love chia seeds. Aw, that's lovely. Animals love Reiki. I also practice animal Reiki. It's interesting that you mentioned that now. And Chantal, I don't know if they just did now. I would love to know if this was literally when you posted that comment. Hello, Isaac. But I practice animal Reiki, and I literally, thank you, literally just called in the Tree of Life energy, which is the energy that we use, is the divine animal kingdom energy, and it's a beautifully grounding energy. Of all of the different types of Reiki that I practice, because the different types of Reiki have signatures. They have their own beautiful signatures with the symbols that they provide. The energies are expressed through symbol. And they all have a different purpose, and they all have a different effect. And there's something about the Tree of Life that I connect to on such a deep, deep level. I resonate it with so deeply. And it's just such a beautiful energy to experience, because the Tree of Life is really that energy of nurturing and feeling supported and united with Mother Earth, with this beautiful world that we inhabit, right? it's just this really beautiful enveloping energy. And so it would be curious to know if they came in when I called in that symbol, because I think that's really special. Good evening, how are you? But I feel it all through my legs. Aww. That's so sweet. Hi, Dexter. He feels like a small dog. Is he a small dog? Like a medium-sized dog. Yeah. I could be wrong, though. That's just the first impression that I got from him. No, 130 pounds. Well, then I got the wrong impression. He's a big boy. What kind of dog is he? Belgian Shepherd? That you possibly give too many treats to. I'll have to look up what a Belgian Shepherd is. Because I have like different visuals in my head. Oh, Malinois. Okay. Malinois, what it... Because I saw like a German Shepherd, but then I saw like a Great Dane. So I wonder, I have to look at photos of the Malinois. See what they look like. I'm really intrigued. I love his energy though. He seems kind of goofy. Book recommendations. What kind of books? I'm super curious. I don't know why I'm getting these visuals. Maybe somebody else has that kind of fiction. What sort of live did you scroll into? Well, live where we're chilling. Nah, it wasn't the cat. Yeah, like you, I'll have to look at what a Malinois looks like, because I saw kind of these. I saw like a honey brownish, a little bit darker kind of coat, and I saw like the dark eyes. And he feels like he has floppy ears. But I could also be wrong. That's just kind of the impression that I get. But he feels very goofy. Oh. Have a beautiful evening. Pointy ears? Okay, then my intuition is way off tonight, so you can just ignore what I'm saying. Sometimes I get it right, sometimes I get it wrong. Oh my gosh, you have a horse? That's fancy. love all of the animals. I don't have any dogs. I have a cat who could very much well be a dog, really. So I go down to the dog park to get some puppy therapy. Just by myself. Oh, I love that. We don't deserve dogs, do we? Mm-hmm. Oh, I had a cooking accident yesterday. Just grated my thumb through my nail. I think we're gonna have a bit of a change of scenery for a second because this rocking chair is making me struggle. And that is me again. Might stay on for another half hour for those of you who might wonder how long I'm going to be on for. Buenas noches. What you were struggling with in your head? What does it smell funny? Oops, sorry. That's very cool. You're very welcome. I don't believe in coincidences. Coincidences don't exist. I wonder if Jeff is still here. He would appreciate the saxophone. Oh, I have water. For those of you who have been here for a while, make sure that you're hydrating. Hydration. Important. Does karma exist? I think that our concept of karma, everything is karma. Karma is just a balance. Karma is what keeps everything in balance. I think our understanding of karma is a little bit incomplete. Right? Cause and effect. That's all it is. You make a choice and then you get a certain result, right? Because I feel like a lot of people see karma as a curse, and it's like karma is literally every day. Everything is in a state of flow and counterbalance, right? So something happens in one way that has a certain effect that's going to be represented in a different way somewhere else. Energy that went out the door, is that karma? No, that's energy. Oh, that was wild. I think I just saw an orb. That was a really fast orb. What the heck? The energy is not karma, right? Energy is not karma. Karma is a concept of cause and effect, right? So in the terms of events and the sequence of events, right, we think about karma as this happened, I made this choice, this thing happened. People make choices, whether they be informed or not, that lead to a certain thing. You can think about what you've done in past lives. But everything is a flow and a balance of that. So I guess in a way you can say that the releasing of your energy will lead to some type of rebalancing. And I also want to point out that I'm also not an expert on karma. So take what I say with a grain of salt. How I understand karma is that, from what I've come to understand about karma, rather, is that karma is not like this curse where it's like you did a bad thing in the past and you're going to be punished for it. That's not what karma is. Karma is not that. Karma is a constant state of finding balance, right? And so if one thing happens that puts something up here, something else is going to happen to bring it back to neutral again. But it's the way that we judge things that kind of gives it that positive or negative quality. That's just a human thing. That's a human judgment that we apply to things. The positive, the negative, you know. So it's not that simple. Karma, as I truly understand it, is how we learn our lessons. The lessons that we learn. It doesn't have to be a negative thing. A lot of times people label good karma or bad karma. I don't really believe in good karma or bad karma. It's just karma. Karma is karma. Should actually find out what the proper definition of karma is in the original language. It's gonna be on my notes for, yeah, kind of like yin and yang, right? You need a balance of both for things to be in equilibrium. That just negated everything that I just said. How do you tell if you have too much bad karma? That's not, there's no such thing as good or bad karma. You can't, I'm reluctant to talk about this because I don't have a deep enough grasp on it, so I'm really wary of misinforming people. So I think I should probably just stop talking about it because my understanding is not complete enough for me to be advising people on it. But I don't believe in bad karma or good karma. I think that's something that's kind of something that we have created as humans as a judgment of it. Karma is karma. Karma just is. It just exists. Everyone, and I don't think there's no such thing as having too much of it either. It's just a part of how we express through life. So you might have ties that are karmic ties, which is ties with people that teach you certain lessons, that provide certain challenges for you to learn aspects of yourself and of the world. Right? But everything is to progress towards, more and more enlightenment and more awareness of who we are and who our authentic self is, and kind of getting aligned with our own energy. I'm gonna see if there's water in that water bottle. I have run out of water. But I think I will end my karma conversation there. I want to learn more about it first before I advise people on it. I don't know. Energy is not, so that's one thing that I can say. There's no such thing as good energy or bad energy. Energy is energy. The judgment that we have of it, right? That's a human thing. Oh, I'm so glad, Patty. Energy is neutral. Energy just is. And that's something that we have to remember over and over and over again. As human beings, because of the limits of our perception of things, we have this habit of categorizing something as good or categorizing something as bad so that we can make a judgment of it. But at the end of the day, everything for the most part is pretty neutral. What gives it whatever kind of quality is that perception that we have ourselves. It's the perception that we add to it. And so when it comes to energy, you'll have higher vibrational energies and lower vibrational energies. They vibrate at a different frequency. But at the end of the day, it's not good energy and bad energy. It's higher vibration and lower vibration. Good and bad is a qualifier, right? Is a qualifier that we give that doesn't really actually have very much substance because it's prescriptive. It's not it's descriptive. It's not what it actually is. You feel like you're stuck in a loop, and that's because you still haven't learned the lesson that you're supposed to learn. So if you feel like you're stuck in a loop, right, you're kind of repeating the same thing over and over and over again, that will describe karma to a degree where there is a lesson that you need to learn, right? There's a lesson that you need to learn. And you're going to be presented with scenarios that are very similar until you finally understand what the lesson is. What do you do when you're stagnant? Great question. Reflection is a good start. Kind of sitting with yourself and going internally and kind of seeing if you notice any patterns. Also, if you feel stagnant, do something that you don't normally do. Allow yourself to be impulsive, maybe. If you're feeling stagnant, you're doing the same thing over and over and over again. Sometimes having a change of scenery is helpful. Going out in nature and getting grounded and connecting with kind of the world allows you to connect with yourself to a certain degree. Try to find beauty in the mundane. Right? I felt quite stagnant for a while. For me, cleaning my house was a start, to get a fresh start, to have a fresh space. Sometimes it's just tiny little things that you can do, tiny little changes that you can do in your everyday that allow you to take these tiny steps towards a sense of progress or to a sense of movement. Just doing little things, right? It doesn't have to be a big thing. You don't have to, shift into this big inspiration. Sometimes it's just taking tiny little steps to make a difference in your day. And you'll notice as you start, you feel compelled to maybe continue on. Maybe you do something bigger. Maybe it starts kind of a passion that you want to progress further. It doesn't have to be a big thing. And I think that's really something that's important to remind ourselves of, is oftentimes, especially when we're feeling stagnant or low, we're expecting like this big epiphany and this big kind of aha moment, or this big change, this big showing. And the expectation that we hold almost prevents us from noticing the tiny little blessings and the tiny little changes. The small things ripple, absolutely, exactly. Yeah, even something like driving a different way home. Allow yourself to see something different. Allow yourself to feel subtle change so that you start feeling accustomed to doing things differently, and give yourself a different perspective and a different way of seeing the world. So for me, it was cleaning my space and reorganizing my space and beautifying my space. You're seeing parts of it right now, right? And my entire outlook and demeanor changed within a couple of days. Hi, Charlie. And that's all it took. Just changing my space that I live in. You can even cleanse your space depending on your practice. You know, so many little things that you can do. Oh, I'm glad that you feel lighter, Chantal. And you know, anger. Chantal says that she's been holding a lot of anger lately. And that's just a reminder. Emotions are not meant to be held, they're meant to be felt. And they're meant to be let go. So if there's anything that I can suggest is, if you're feeling these big feelings, allow those feelings to have a presence for you. Allow them to be felt and expressed. Allow them to have a voice. I almost feel anger wants to be seen. Anger is emotion that likes to be seen. It likes to be acknowledged. Anger and resentment in particular. And there's a lot of guilt and shame, like a lot of secondary emotions that we associate with the emotion of anger in particular. And so a reminder that what you're feeling is valid, what you're feeling is natural. There's no need to judge your feelings. Your feelings just are. They are what they are. They may inform you of something, right? And you can reflect on what they're informing you of, right? But they're not meant to be held in your body. They're not meant to be stored and contained and pushed away. They're meant to be noticed, and they're meant to be acknowledged and felt and let go. So there are healthy ways to express our anger, right? Yeah, that's okay. Take your time. No problem. You know, and there's something really cathartic about screaming. You know, that's why, like, getting a pillow and screaming in a pillow is really actually healthy. It allows you to get that out. It allows you to acknowledge that feeling for yourself, right? There's something so powerful about allowing your voice to express what you're feeling in whatever way that is, right? If you're feeling a lot of intense grief, a lot of people will grieve silently, right? but sometimes that doesn't do it. And really, like, allowing yourself to sob, allowing yourself to even wail, right? There's a lot of people get really uncomfortable with it because it's just such a bold and big feeling, right? And they feel shy about it, and they feel like self-conscious about it, and that's where we're stopping ourselves from actually experiencing what it is that we're feeling. So allow yourself to find a place where you feel safe, right? It's important to feel safe when you're expressing these emotions, but really allow yourself the opportunity to give a voice to it. Because one thing that I really notice is there's something really powerful about recognizing and validating your own feelings by allowing yourself to actually hear what it is that you're feeling. When we're expressing, when we're sharing our truth, a lot of the time, when we're vocalizing what it is that we feel and what it is that we think, it's not really for the other person, right? It's not for whoever it is that might be there. The most powerful aspect of that is that you're hearing your own thoughts and you're hearing your own feelings with your own ears. And you're able to validate it in a way that's a lot more tangible than just keeping it inside. Because when you keep it inside, it has this quality of almost ephemerence. It has this almost it has just a less tangible quality to it. It has, it doesn't have as much room to be acknowledged and to be seen as credible, right? It's a lot easier to dismiss it when you keep it silent and when you keep it inside. And so when you allow yourself to actually express it outwards, it allows your body to recognize, oh yeah, this is something that's real. This is something that's actually inside me that needs to come out. This is what I'm feeling. And it allows you to validate yourself. Because a lot of the times that's all you need really is to feel validated in what you feel and validated in what you think. Yeah. No need to feel guilty about being upset, right? If you're upset, that's a real feeling that you have. It's valid. Have a wonderful evening, Sebastian. Oh, 11:11, look at that. Anyway, I think I'm gonna pop off. So I'm just gonna ground the energy. I just got a message saying that I've been on for an hour and a half. And the battery's dying too. So I've just closed off the energy, just consciously releasing myself. Thank you, Spirit. I'm sending your beautiful energy up to Source to be transmuted in love and light and sent back to you. And calling back all of my energy. So thank you everyone for joining me on my live. I hope you have a beautiful evening. If you would like to book a personal session with me, I do practice. So My sessions are through Zoom for the most part. So you can book through my Linktree if you would like a personal session. I also teach Reiki, so I'm still organizing my class. I've been putting it off quite a bit. What is practice? I do personal Reiki healings for people. So instead of doing a Reiki live where I'm just generally sending off energy to a group of people who happen to be in there virtually, a personal session would be me tuning in directly to your unique energy and healing you specifically, and giving you feedback on what it is that I noticed in your energy field and what it is that was out of balance that needed balancing, and give you some guidance or advice based on what it is that I noticed. Yeah, it is very cool. It's like a superpower almost. So I'm trying to organize my class. I'm just figuring out my schedule so that I can do that. So if you'd like to learn how to practice Holy Fire Reiki levels 1 and 2, which is the ability for you to do healing on yourself and a healing on others, let's send me an email at reikiwithsalome@gmail.com if you have any questions about it, or if you're interested, and I can look into figuring out when to organize that. And if you would just like to catch my energy when I'm not on live, because I haven't been as consistent as I used to be going live on TikTok, I do post my live replays to my YouTube channel, Reiki with Salome. So if you subscribe to my YouTube channel, you'll be able to see these TikTok live replays out there. So I don't really edit out any of the chit chat, so be aware that that will be there still. And yeah, if you ever do have any questions, I always am open. Oh, hi, Rachel. I was thinking about you today. I didn't know if you saw my message the other day that I sent you. I didn't see a reply. So yeah, trying to think of anything else. I do have a chakra healing series. We're going to be working on the solar plexus chakra next Sunday at 11 a.m. Pacific Standard Time, which is 2 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. It's a $33 event. If you join our Clear Mind, Body, Soul healing group, it's a subscription where you have access to a weekly energy forecast. You also have access to all of the events that we host. So one of those events is my chakra healing. We have a Clear Mind, Body, Soul energy blockage and blockage removal and activation. It involves myself and two other really powerful healers, Debbie and Juliana. Sorry. And we have some other really powerful events happening in January. So you would have access to all of those events for free if you subscribed to our membership. So that might be something to consider. There is a link in my Linktree to it. If you're interested, you can always send me an email as well. And otherwise, I hope that you have a beautiful evening. Because this was fun. I missed sending Reiki, so I'm glad that you were all here. But yeah, definitely it's a pretty powerful group, I must say. Just a lot of beautiful, supportive people, and is creating a community of healing, right? That's what it's all about. Clear mind, body, soul, healing the mind, the body, and the soul, finding harmony, and really taking care of us, taking care of ourselves, giving ourselves the balance that we need. So I don't know if anybody has any questions or if there's anything else that they wanted to talk about. I'm sorry you're feeling poorly, Rachel. That's okay. You don't need to apologize. I just wanted to make sure that you saw my message. But you can message me.
Okay, sounds like everyone's really quiet. So I am gonna go. I hope you all have a beautiful evening and that you have a beautiful restful sleep or a beautiful day wherever you are in the world. And I will see you in the next live.